Hello everyone, welcome along. Hey, Luke here, hope everyone is doing alright. Welcome along to another Lego building live stream. We are continuing to build the Lego Bonsai tree. Just down here you can see, here's what we have so far. This is the bonsai tree as we put it together last time. So you can see we built the trunk and the branches and the, I suppose, pots that it sits in, maybe is the right word. You can see it's got these little rubber feet, so it moves around. Doesn't skid around too much. Right. Hello everyone, great to see you checking in the chat. Hello everybody. Oh, Nevermore, I see in the chat you say that your grandpa just passed away. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's always a really tough time when you lose a grandparent. I'm very sorry for your loss and hope you and the family are doing all right. Gentle Mandrill says, hello Luke and chat. Happy first spicy-versary, everyone. Can't believe it's been a year already. Also, Orangeful can't make it today but says hi. Hello Orangeful. Thank you for tuning in via Gentle Mandrill. Yeah, can you believe it? Can you believe it, folks? What a year it's been. It is just, I think the 22nd of March was the last year. 2020 was the first live stream I did, just to sort of pass the time on lockdown. And here we are a year later, passing the time in lockdown. Good times. It is good times. Ashar Otto says, hey Luke, could you give me a birthday shout out, even though my birthday was yesterday? Boy, can I. Ashar Otto, happy birthday for yesterday. Hope you had a great one. Right. Okay, the mission today is to finish building the bonsai tree and to not get distracted looking up the names of Beyblades like we did last time. Because God, those Beyblade names were funny. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fall for it. Alex Mara says, I just got an email from the Pup Bandcamp page. Did you see they're now selling guitar tab books, Luke? I did not, but I would love to get hold of one of those, even though I'm pretty sure it would just make me feel terrible about how much I suck at guitar. Right. Well, drop a note in the chat. Otherwise, enjoy the Lego and the lo-fi. Oh, Teresa M, just saw your message. Very in need of this today as my mom passed away this morning. Oh my gosh, Teresa M, that is so tough. Huge. Oh, I'm so sorry, Teresa M. That's really rough. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sure the rest of the chat will join me in offering sympathies. Okay. That is awful, I'm sorry. Aoife Byrne says, hi Luke, I hope you enjoyed the Lego build. I have a dental procedure tomorrow that I'm not looking forward to. Please wish me luck. Yes, Aoife Byrne. A dental procedure tomorrow. Good luck. You've got this. You've got this. It's just you can handle it. You can handle it. It's all in the teeth. Okay. Okay, right. Teresa M says, thank you. It wasn't unexpected as it was cancer, but it just went so fast. Oh, Teresa M, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Huge condolences. Yeah, I hope, yeah, be kind to yourself. Don't, grief is odd and different for everyone. So, yeah, I wish you all the best in navigating it, and yeah, hope you and the rest of your family are doing all right. And let's build some Lego, shall we? Okay, we are. Where are we? Bag 3. Okay, here we go. We've got the third bag. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, everyone, chiming in with those condolence messages. Yeah, Teresa M. Hope that I don't think this stream will help too much, to be honest. But I hope if things takes your mind off the day for a little bit, I'll count that as a win. Oh, you're all being really nice in the chat. I appreciate it. Appreciate you all. Okay, here we go. Right. Oh, yeah, we've got the right camera angle. Good. Okay, we have got the third bag is the situation now, and as you can see from the third bag, if we have a little look at the picture, it is all about these pebbles. And look at this. Here they all are. Let's find bag 3 and take a look. Okay. Whoa, here we go. Okay, here is the third bag. Let's get the bag crinkle foley. Right, let's crack into this. I'm going to have to be careful. I have the receptacle to contain these bits and bobs. Actually, there's a few spares from last time in there. Let's get rid of them just because might not. Now just pop them in the box. Okay, let's crack this open. Okay. Right, now I can't quite see whether these are loose in this bag or whether they are all contained within a secondary bag, and I don't want to... Okay, good job I was careful there, because here is the situation. The situation is as follows. We have them in this bag. We have a separate bag for these sort of tan and green ones. And then these ones, these colour pieces, we've got 4 different colour studs. They are just loose. I'm just going to check where these are going. I suspect they... Yeah, okay. Gosh, I've never seen a Lego instruction page like this. Look. 50 of these, 50 of these, 50 of these, 50 of these. So yeah, just get 200 pieces. But that is the simplest 200-piece Lego instruction that may have ever been created. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. Okay, right, so we take this. Alex Morris says, just out of curiosity, Luke, no interest in the BAFTA Game Awards? Yes, they are tonight. If you want to open that in another tab, you'll hear no complaints from me. I am super interested in the BAFTA Game Awards. I got the dates wrong and forgot it was tonight. So that's why I'm building Lego instead of watching the winners come in. But I trust the chat will let me know the results. Let's just pop all these in here. I trust the chat will let me know the results as they come in, because I would be interested. Yeah, let me know who the winners are. That's how I'll be receiving the news. Okay, these are basically all just going in here, so actually I probably didn't even need to bother with the receptacle. Let's just decant from the receptacle into here. Trying to get like an even spread. Great Foley here, great noises. Oh no, we lost a single stud. It's alright, found it. And in it goes. Great noise. Okay, let's pop that down. Okay. Sarah Burke says, my dog loves your streams. Thank you for helping her sleep. Also, I've been called a spicy cinnamon roll. What would your spicy sweet be? Ooh, my spicy sweet. I love a cinnamon roll. I'm a huge sucker for cinnamon. What would a spicy sweet be? Maybe like a cinnamon churro or something with the chocolate sauce. I love that. Okay. Oh, here we go. Results coming in for the BAFTAs. James Lynn says, I'm taking your words for this, folks. Best animation, Last of Us 2. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Let's get the sound on that. In fact, let's get the sound as I pour these in. Here we go. Oh no, a few went everywhere. I lost 1, 2, 3. I lost 3. It's alright, got them back in. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a more delicate operation than I first anticipated. Getting these pebbles in nice and even. Right, I'm gonna have to focus up just for a hot second here. Oh gosh, come on. Just because they've deliberately given you like enough that it kind of sort of overflows a little bit, which is a really nice effect because that's how a real bonsai tree would look. But it does mean you have to put these in so carefully. Here's a fun bit, this though, doing these pebbles. Right. Also, at the end of this stream, I will show you the next set we're going to be doing. I have it right here with me. And I'm very looking forward to cracking into it. Philip Rakovich says, how can we get to see glasses, Luke, so often nowadays? Eyesight getting worse or style getting better? A combination. My eyes aren't getting worse, actually. I mean, they've been a very, very small amount bad for ages. I had laser eye surgery years ago, which was brilliant because my vision was quite weak. Those vision nerds in the chat will be interested to know. I was -6 in both eyes. I mostly wore contact lenses. I got lasers which corrected the vision, but annoyingly, a few years after I got the lasers, my right eye just slipped by 0.5. It's very, very minor, but because I've worn glasses and contact lenses most of my life, I'm extremely fussy about having extremely HD vision, and so any blurriness just drives me crazy and I cannot tolerate it. So yeah, these glasses are extremely weak. They're basically just like the left one I think is just a clear frame, and this one's just very, very minor. But yeah, it just ever so slightly just crisps things up. And I recently got these frames, and I really like these frames. So it's partly, I don't know. Rebecca M says, unimpressed hipster shrug. I'm almost at -9 now, so flexing on me with the poor vision. Fatima in the chat says, astigmatism gang rise up. So there you go. Kim Stein says, it was my week to pick an album for everyone to listen to in my Policy Slacks album of the week. And I picked short songs with long titles. Everyone is loving it. Thank you for all the music. Kim Steins, that's such a huge compliment. I'm delighted. And the great thing for the Slack is that they can whistle through that in about 12 minutes. So, it's gone. Like, easy, Like, when it's like, oh, what's the album of the week? Well, oh, no. A concept album by Yes. Oh, my gosh. So they must have been really relieved, Kim Steins, when you came in with something with a 12-minute runtime. Cool, but that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the next page, shall we? Everyone's talking about their vision stats, which I'm super into. I'm super interested in vision. Okay, we move on to the next page. Here we go. This is interesting. Rose Lucas says, hi Luke, I'm going to get a shout out to my boyfriend Jeremy Rock. We met through your streams and the Spicy Sad Squad. Thank you for bringing us together. Wow, Rose Lucas. Yeah, of course. Shout out Jeremy Rock. That's awesome. From Rose. I'm so glad you two found each other. And thank you for tuning in. Okay, right, now check this out. Here's the next page. Now here we have a choice to make, folks. I'm sort of drumming this up to add some drama, but I've already made the choice. And you'll all just have to go along with it. So we have now skip to page 45 if you want to do the green leaves. Skip to page 53 if you're going for the pink. I tell you what, actually just looking at that webcam image, I am going to, bear with me one moment, because I'm just going to crank the saturation up a little bit, because it's just not quite as true to life as I could wish it, because that green really is kind of popping for me. I mean, we could crank it like crazy amount. That's too much. It's just maybe just pull the brightness up just a little. I feel like whenever I'm doing these sliders, I kind of accidentally adopt a sort of Bob Ross kind of voice. There we we go. That's a little better. Just tweak this and that. Cool. Okay. Right, we're going pink. We're going for the pink one. No discussion. And then skip to page 60 to make this. So we'll do the pink first. Because the pink one is frogs. So skip to page 53 it was. All right. Here we are. Oh, lovely. Okay, right. Here we go. So let's move this to one side carefully, because I don't want to drop any of these studs that I spent ages carefully placing in. So let's just move that over there and break out bag number 5, which is here. Here's the bag foley. Kendall says, caught one of these lives for the first time, built this set with my girlfriend just a few days ago and chose the cherry blossom style. It looks great. Well, that is great news, because that is what I've gone for also. Okay, now it's time for the receptacle. So let's get this into the receptacle. Let's get the sound of that happening. Very nice. And then we've got a secondary bag here, which is absolutely full of pink plastic frogs, which is just a glorious sentence. Here's the frog foley. Ooh, that's nice. Lovely. And we got another little bag here, which has these beautiful tiny little cherry blossoms. Fantastic. I'm going to keep this in the bag just for the moment. And we'll break them out when we need them. Ditto for the frogs. I might just keep these packed up for now. Ella Johnson says, just signed a job offer to stay on at my job as an employee with benefits. So here's a kickback for helping me through. Ella Johnson, that's very generous. Thank you so much. And congratulations on the job offer. And Ty C, thanks for the super chat, which is just a sweet palm tree emoji. I love it. I love it. Cool. James Lynn says Aoife Wilson is in the BAFTAs. Yes, she is. Doing a great job as ever, I'm sure. The Scotch says, hi Luke, bought the Lord of the Rings calligraphy from your amazingly talented wife this week and I'm in love with it. Also, The Last Blaze was incredible as always. Think they're my favourites so far. Man, you haven't seen... Just wait until the next one. Just wait until... Gosh, well... It's what can I say? I can tell you that it's Edvard and Zilla, and they're heading straight to Astor headquarters. It's freaking rad. Scott Jacob says, all hail the receptacle. Cool. Laura Money says, speaking of Maddie's art, Luke, could you please pop the link in the chat again? Yeah, I think I can do that just before we got to get some Lego built, but I don't mind just yeah, that's my wife's Etsy store. I'll pop a link in the chat. And she asked me to say, actually, before I went on this stream, thank you to everyone who did pick up print. I think there's some new ones actually on there as of today. So there you go. Put the link in the chat, so have a look. Maddie as hell on Etsy. Right. Okay. Let's build. Okay. Okay. 5. Okay, so we're going to start by putting together a load of these bows, which is fine. So we want one of these little hooks and one of these. I'm going to call these handlebars because I can't think of another way of putting it. But that's cool. So we need one of them. And one of these. This is interesting. So this clips on here. I think this is going to be a good clip. So let's just... Ooh, yes, pleasing. Pleasing. And then we take two of these white bows here. And it wants us to basically take this and just... I want to make sure I get this the right way around. And, okay. One here facing this way. One here facing this way. I don't know how important it is that I get these sort of angled up exactly the same as the drawing. I suspect it's not very important because, well, That's what we're doing. That's what we're putting together here. I suspect it's not terribly crucial, but there you go. Easy enough. Okay, just one of those? I mean, surely you're going to have me now build many, many of them. The next thing we do is take 8 frogs and put frogs all over it. So, let's do that. It's time to break into the frog bag. Cool. Nick Jeffrey says, I'm going to be following this stream despite my complete lack of interest in Lego. I was always a bit clumsy and preferred games, board or video. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm pretty clumsy too, as you can judge by from how often I drop pieces on the floor. Okay. Right, now, it wants 8 frogs on here, and then sort of 4 of these like different kinds of blossom. My gut says that because I'm leaving some of the studs spare, my gut says that basically I should just let this be slightly organic. So I might do the first one, you know, just to get an idea, you know, like exactly in keeping with the with the one in the drawing. Oh wait, I've forgotten to put on a few more of these white ones. Okay, that's all right. So just gonna slide that on a bit further. Oh yeah, actually that sort of goes on with a quite satisfying click, actually. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it because it's quite subtle, but there we go. So yeah, we're just kind of filling these out, and then just pop 8 frogs on it. Just pop 8 frogs on it, mate. Don't even worry about it. Just put 8 frogs on. Frogs, frogs, frogs. This is going to be a big part of the stream today, is adding frog blossom. But I'm so happy about that. I hope that no one at home minds quite how frog blossom heavy this whole stream is going to be. Okay. 1. I think if we put like 4 on each, but basically like pick which ones go where a little bit randomly, I think that's probably going to be a good way to sort of get an organic feel while ensuring that, generally speaking, distribution is quite even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, there we go. You know what, having just turned up the brightness for everything else, I'm now thinking I might just turn it down so that you can see that a little bit better. Okay, back into the settings. Tinkering again. Luke, come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. That has actually just helped. Just could whack up the contrast. No, I don't think so. Let's keep that where it was. Great. Great, great, great. Okay. So now 4 bits of blossom and 2 more frogs. That's so oddly specific. It can't possibly. They can't possibly mind. Do you think they're just giving me this order so that I keep it mixed? You know, keep like mixing it up basically. Tip that in. I can't remember if I read All Hail the Receptacle from Scott Jacobs, but I'm saying it again just in case I forgot. Right, so now I'm just going to put in some blossom. It's really nice. Just mixing it up. Okay, so the blossom, that's interesting. So it has me putting the blossom always on the sort of longest like point on each branch, which I suppose is deliberate. I hadn't noticed that, but that's fine. That gives me a little structure. And then 2 more frogs. Do you mind where those frogs go? Ah, it wants the 2 more frogs to go on the base one, which I guess is just so that you don't end up with these like ever slightly more unsightly kind of double bulges. So yeah, let's pop a frog on there. Just pop a frog on it, mate. And there we have our first one. Lovely. Okay. I don't know what happens now. Oh, we put it on the tree. Well, actually, that I probably could have guessed that. Where, though? Whereabouts does it go on? So here is the tree. It's in this... Oh, I see. Do you see this? I can't tilt this too much now because of all of the... Do you see? Can you see this nubbin here that I'm just pointing at here? There you go, you got it. The underside of this Lego piece just fits on there. Come on you go. Good. That is on. Let's just move things back so that you can see that. Yeah, I'm going to have to tilt the camera up, aren't I, slightly? Just ever so slightly, just to give you a bit more, slightly wider frame now that we are moving on to the topmost thing. Tell you what, bring that in focus as well. Sorry, it's always a bit of a moving target, just trying to get the best kind of clearest image of what we're working on. But if I just, there we go. Lovely. Who doesn't love a bit of focus tweaking? Cool. So let's keep that in there as the close-up as we build what I'm sure is going to be basically the same thing a few more times. Okay, now it wants... Here's what it wants now. 3 of them. 3 of these large, messy frog situations. Messy frog situation. That's me. Right, so it all begins... Let's tilt this down again. It all begins here in the high density feedlot. Cool. Let's just bring the focus back. There we go. Jonathan Darm Robertson says, Luke, after your last Lego build, I binged The Simpsons to comfort me during a hectic move. Can I get a shout out to my amazing girlfriend Audrey? Thank you. Of course, Audrey. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if you were helping Jonathan Darm Robertson with the hectic move, but regardless, I hope the move went well. And yeah, Jonathan Darm Robertson is of the opinion that you're amazing. So thanks to both of you for tuning in. Okay, right. And Nimbletack says, my frog joke. How does a frog hide from the USS Enterprise? It just switches on its croaking device. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't want the chat to descend. Actually, you know what? If the chat wants to descend into frog jokes, please feel empowered to do exactly that. I'm not your mum. You should feel free. Right, so now we've made this little piece. We need one of these grey bars to just go... Here is one. To just go through the centre hole. Easy. Might make a nice snap, might not. Nope. Sorry. Okay, then 2 of these brown pieces. They go on top of this. You can see these have little sort of claspy hinges, little Lego man hands, so clearly we are going to be attaching some bows to them. Alright. Ginger Hosley says 3 hours of Simpsons quoting. Let's go. I was just watching the Treehouse of Horror before I came out here, where Grandpa runs in and goes, Bart's a vampire, and Grandpa runs in and goes, "We have to kill the boy." And Marge says, "But how do you know he's a vampire?" And Grandpa goes, "He's a vampire? Ah!" And cheeses it out of there. So good. Okay, so now we take this, we put this kind of cape on it, and put this darker piece on top. Easy. Then we take one of these little brown tow bar pieces. Again, still the sort of best description I have for them. And that is going to go just on top like this. Cool. Now I take one of these little disc pieces and one of these smooth situations. There they are. And we take our masterpiece, and smooth one goes on top, just like that. And on the back, we put this one like a turtle shell. Great. Next, one of these little Lego claw arms, which I should be able to find here. Here it is. And that goes just on top of this. It clips on. Good. And there we go. There we have made, I mean, I don't know, what does that look like to you folks? But whatever it is, we've bloody built it. Next. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to do this. Wait, do I have to do... I think I might have to do that whole thing 3 times. No, not yet, I don't think. Yeah, okay, so now we're making more bows. So I'm going to gather these pieces together. 12 of these white ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 crowbar, bicycle horns. You know, the horns you get at the front of a bicycle. These are bicycle's horns. Ye Oldie Crone says, what happens to illegally parked cars? They get towed. Pretty good. Okay, so what's the procedure here exactly? We take one of these pieces and we put 2 of these. Oh, that one wasn't that. Is that the right size? It's very hard to tell which piece is which here. No, yeah, it was that way around. There you go. Just needed a little bit of force, which is not something you would normally apply in a Lego set, but I've applied it now. So I've added those 2 on per instructions, and now I just put on some more at different angles, again and again and again. Cool. There we go. So that's what we have now. Then, oh gosh, so I'm going to do this 3 times, and then somehow they're all going to go on this. I don't really see how that's going to. Oh my word! You know what? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we? Infalexoros says, just wanted to say how chuffed I was to see the Oxventure cross-stitch on the wall during the PlayStation phone vid. Thank you. It really made my week to see it again after all the time since EGX 2018. Is that when it was? Well, there it is. There it is. I don't know if you can see it behind me. Let's get it big. There it is. It's beautiful thing. I would get it. I'd take it off the wall and bring it closer, but there is a very, very tactically placed piece of blue tack that's just pushing the right-hand side away from the wall so that it doesn't catch my ring light, full reflection. So I can't move it forward, but it is a thing of rare beauty. Right, now frogs. 1, 2. So yeah, so like 4 frogs. 4 frogs randomly on each white one. Cool. 1. Oh wait, no, that's blossom. We don't want that. One, 2, 3. 4. I'm going to put these ones a bit close together. They're a bit bunched up, but I think hopefully it will all in the end contribute to a sort of more organic feel. Then we're going to just put blossoms in the longer edge ones, like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, dropped it. Got away from me there. 4. There you go. Right. And at this point, do I add a few more frogs? I assume so, because that's what I have been doing. But it's a little hard. Yes, again, 2 frogs on these sort of nubbins to hide them. There's 1. And there's 2. Cool, these kind of slide quite pleasingly, which is satisfying. They won't slide so pleasingly once we attach it. So I've done this. Now it says do this 3 times, which is fine, and I can do that. I'm just trying basically to figure out where these all attach onto, because here's my kind of root base bit, if you like. Obviously I can pop one here. Oh, they'll go on here. It's kind of obvious now I look at it, actually. These little Lego man hands on the sides and this one on the top. So this one will go here. I guess, should it go outwards or should it go... I think maybe it should go like this. Okay, so that's 1. So that's 1. Now I have to do several more of those. So let's check in with the chat. This is going to be quite repetitive, this one, but the end product will be certainly worthwhile. I think it's already shaping up really nicely. Let's put one of these on here. 1. 2. 3. And 4. Cool. I just got that email from Pup. Not from Pup, I'm just on their mailing list. Morbid Stuff Guitar Tab Book. Available now. Oh my gosh, alright. Well, you know I'll be checking that out. Joshua Lee, hello, says, just stopping by to say hi to everyone. Hope you all are well. Anifa Byrne says, fun fact, when you have to pull out stitches in knitting or crocheting to backtrack, it's called frogging. I've been doing a lot of frogging the last few hours while attempting a complicated crochet pattern. Love it. Love it. Okay, right, so now we're at this stage. So now, guess what? Add loads more frogs. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on this one, 1. I am trying to kind of not adhere to any strict pattern here because I do want it to, you know, to look a little bit untamed, which I'm sure is the vibe that they want me to go for. Sorry for hitting the microphone there. I hope that wasn't appallingly loud and annoying. Okay, and then blossoms on the end. 1. Stop hitting the mic, Luke. 2. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these blossoms. 3. And 4. Let's just tilt that slightly to give you a slightly better view. Cool. Now, frogs again to cap off these little untidy bits here. Nice. The Ghost of Sabotage says, how much did you spend on these Lego sets? Well, just whatever the recommended retail price is, to be honest. I haven't found any bargains. Sometimes I'm tempted to try and like find the sets secondhand on eBay, but I'm too terrified that I would get like right near the end and there would just be like a piece missing. So I've not done that. Right. Now we can clip this second one onto the edifice we're putting together. And here it goes. Just clip that on there. Nice. This whole frog situation is coming together. Things are getting very froggy in here. Cool. 1, 2. I can't. I've slightly skipped a step there. That's okay. And that goes there. Can you see how I've to hold this up close. So you see, if I put this one on here, when I put this one on here, I have the option of putting it on here so that these, so that this one here sort of covers it up, or putting it at a slight angle. And I'm trying to just vary it basically. And Nick Jeffrey says, "Poor Mike, why are you hitting him?" Lol. I mean, look, if Mike, being called Mike, will go into a career that requires almost the daily use of the word microphone, I mean, he has only himself to blame. Okay. Okay, I've packed them on really close together on this branch, but I think that's fine. Ba ba bum 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 bum. Ba da dum bum bum. Do 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 do. Okay, and the blossoms on the end. Good. 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 And what's my comment on this last one? Well, I think it's good. Right, we've nearly finished this step, but there are so many more frogs. So I don't think we are nearly finished. Okay, now we take this. And this is going to clip on. We just have to slightly sort of move this round now, just so that there is space to clip it on. Okay, and can you see where that's going on? If I turn it upside down, here we go. I think it's make a good click actually. No, not too bad, bit subtle. We can sort of turn these at an angle. Let's keep them kind of flat though for now. We can kind of pull these apart a little and like customize them. But like generally looking at that from the top down, I'm really happy with how that's coming together. Nick de Jaeger, hope I pronounced that correctly, says, deep philosophical question, Luke. Would you rather be a Naruto-style ninja, a D&D style wizard, or a Jedi? Jedi. Just Jedi. I mean, who wouldn't choose to be the Jedi? They're all appealing, but the life of a Jedi is a quite solemn and boring one. But on the other hand, you do get to do a lot of cool stunts. Right. Okay. And now we're approaching the point where it's becoming clear that I'm going to have to do everything I just did 3 more times over, because let me show you the instructions here and what it wants from me exactly. Now this is one, and it's going to get clipped into the side of the tree, but overall it looks like there are 4 gatherings. So let me get my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, let me bring back the tree. Here we go. And let's just put our first branch on, which is basically going to get us, just check I'm doing this the right way around. I've got that. Okay, so can you see this grey piece here? That's going to get slid into this hole here. So, ooh, easy. Just want to do this a bit carefully, because this whole thing does feel somewhat fragile. Come on you go. There we are. Okay, that's a real cluster of frogs there. Getting a little bit of wiggling here. Is that because I think this has just slid out? This piece has just somewhat slid out of its mooring, so I'm just going to clip that back in. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. There we go, good. Right, let's tilt that up so we can just appreciate where we're at, frog-wise. Why are you automatically adjusting exposure? Desk cam, I specifically told you to not auto exposure. Let's take the exposure down slightly. Oh no, that looks too dark, but temporarily, there you go. Gives you a good idea of how we're looking and where we're going as a team. Let's just pull. We'll do this every time we add one, but let's just pull the focus up real tight just to admire that. This mess of frogs that we're putting together. Cool. Beautiful. Right. Well, we've got to do that loads more times now, basically. So let's crack on. Good. Right, back to it. Let's move this out of the way. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to get a sense of the scale of quite how many of these we have to make. So I'm just going to go back to step 1. To be honest though, they're not very difficult. So I'm hoping that I'll get a little bit on autopilot with these. So I'm just back to making the sort of the thing that it's going to sit on. So 1, 2, and 1 of these. Get them on there nice and quick. I saw Andy Hoyle in the chat, by the way, mentioning that he's been He's been practicing on Monster Hunter as per my instructions. Yeah, I was hoping to... I've been playing Monster Hunter Rise and really enjoying it, so I'm trying to persuade people basically that it's good fun. Okay, right, one of them, nay, two of them. 1, 2. And one of these. Just trying to sort of race through this so that we can get back to the frogs. Speed Legoing now. Speed Legoing. Cool. Gets us up to that point. One of these handlebars. Just go on the front. Comme ça. No worries. And then we've got one of these which goes on the back. Just because that's going to be like external facing, so it's just, you know, it's just nice basically to sort of make sure that any external facing bit is kind of covered off and doesn't just look like sort of bare studs. Okay, there we go. That is that made, apart from the little claw arm. You know what, just while I'm in the flow of this, I might make my third one of these just basically while I'm here, just because I may as well. So let's do that again, just while I'm in the flow of it. 1, 2. Take one of these. Let's try and get a nice snap on this one if I can. Oh, no, it didn't snap nicely. Okay, cool. Blinks241 says, morning Luke, just popping in before work. Keep up the good work. P.S. I bought one after the previous stream. Oh my gosh, you must have already put it together, hopefully. The Ghost of Sabotage says, another question. I'll eat anything once. So what's a dish you recommend and how do you spell it so I can look it up? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, the pressure's on now to name a dish that maybe not a lot of people have tasted, so that I look, like a master of cuisine, which I'm very much not. But let's see. I don't know. Okay, you know what? This might... I don't know where you're based, the Ghost of Sabotage. Although your super chat, which thank you very much for, was in pounds, so I'm guessing you're in the UK. I was going to suggest, and actually let's talk about this. I was going to suggest Japanese katsu curry, because I thought everyone had eaten that and it was really widespread. But I was listening to a podcast, the Off Menu podcast actually, where they had Todd Barry, a very funny American comic, on there, and he was saying that he's recently become obsessed with it, and that like generally in the US there is low awareness of the Japanese katsu curry. So that's what I want to put to. If there's anyone in the chat watching from the States, let me know. Have you heard of katsu curry? Are you eating a lot of it? I feel like it's everywhere in the UK, and with good reason, because it's freaking delicious. I'm a pescatarian, so I have a king prawn one when I do indulge. But I've also had like some great seitan ones, but man, I love them. Right, let's see what the chat says, because I want to settle it. Okay. Abados and Chulax at 2 says low awareness of katsu in general. Killer Vandal says no idea what that is. Guava T-Rex says I've literally never heard of it. Fatima says not in the States, but from there, not in the States, but from there. And yeah, no, never heard of katsu curry. Cool. All right. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll say if you Kate Ronald says I've had katsu, but there isn't a lot of curry in the States. Oh, there you go. Wow, everyone's okay. Had to hunt it down and make it myself in the central US. Very worth it, says JP Trick. Yeah. You know, like whatever you have to do, you can make it yourself. It's not that complicated. Couldn't tell you what the ingredients are, that said, but you know, like if you look up a recipe, it's not super hard to make, and boy is it good. So there you go. So that's my, if I can pass on one recommendation. I was just looking for this piece for ages and remember that I got it out earlier so that I wouldn't have to fish around looking for it for ages. Well, that backfired, didn't it, Luke? You robbed yourself there. Okay. Oh, good. I feel like I've done a little bit of good on this. We have it in NYC, says Chic in Brooklyn. Love it. Nice. Great. Well, there you go. I mean, you can get it like all over the place in the UK. It's in like all of the big like chain restaurants. You can get it in Wagamama, etc. But man, it's delicious. I'm talking myself hungry. We should be very careful talking about food when we do these streams. So there you go. I'm both interested and you know, almost sort of relieved that there wasn't high awareness of it, because I was a bit worried that maybe comedian Todd Barry had steered me wrong, and actually anyone who's anyone was like eating katsu curry morning, noon and night. But I'm glad that's not the case. I mean, that said, it should be the case because, as I say, freaking delicious. Okay, right, we're back to this. We're back on this whole situation, and we've got to do this so many times, so I'm basically just going to like try and phase out and like go on autopilot a little bit here, because I've done it a bunch now. I think I get the idea. And then we put blossoms on the top, and 8 around here. Let's put one there. 2. 2, 3, 4. The blossoms on the end. When I finished this one, I have something exciting to show you all, by the way. Tell you what, just to amp it up, we'll say when I've done the next 3, I'll show you something exciting. A personal project that is approaching completion. Thank goodness. Right, there we go. That's 1. 1 in the bank. Let's do that again. Do. This is a good question. Phil Tyler says, in your mind, what would the frog blossoms taste like to Plant Nutrition Boy? Great question. Great question. I'm going to say I feel like bubblegum is too obvious of an answer. Do you know, like, popping candy? Maybe like strawberry chocolate with a popping candy element. That's where I'm going to land on that one. Good question though. I mean, it was about Plant Nutrition Boy, so how could it be a bad question, really? Okay, let's add frogs. 1, 2. I'm going to make this one nice and symmetrical. 3, 4. Because if you make one that's nice and symmetrical but none of the others are, that feels kind of like it plays into, you know, the random organic nature of things. I don't know if I have made that symmetrical. I'm paying only loose attention. What's that? What's the thing that I'm thinking of where you can sort of do magic, but you have to empty your mind. Like, you have to get into a particular sort of headspace, and then when your mind is empty, you can do the thing. What am I thinking of? God, what am I thinking of? It's something. I want to say it's a book. Help me out. Help me out. Oh man, like, you have to clear your mind. You have to. It's from. That's it. Oran Korowski, thank you so much. Reading the alethiometer. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Reading the alethiometer, or using the subtle knife to cut between worlds in the Dark Materials books. That's exactly that's incredible. Well done. That's exactly what I was thinking of. And I gave you so few clues there. Yeah, that's exactly it. The thing that you can do, but you have to, like, be in the zone to do it, to make it work. Okay. That's 2. Next one. After this, I'll show you something cool. Bum, bum, bum. Cool. Clip that, clip that. Clip that on there. Clip that on there. And now, add frogs to taste. And my taste is a heck of a lot of frogs, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the higher up one on the stump. 1, 2, 3. Reading the alethiometer. And blossoms. Ba-bum, bum, bum. Blossoms. Blossom, she doesn't join in a lot, and Buttercup, and she's the toughest fighter. Powerpuff save the day. Ba-bum, fighting crime, trying to save the world. Here they come just in time. Right, let's add all these on. Okay, right. So we've got this. We've got frogs on the side. On that side, we've got frogs on this side. We've just got frogs all over the shop, basically. That's the situation here. There we go. And now we clip the even more frogs onto the top. Can you see where that's going on there? Ooh, a pleasing snap on that one. And there we go. Now we have bow number 2 assembled. That did not take as long as I thought it would. Let's add that to the tree. Bring the tree over with pomp and ceremony. Dun, 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 dun. Good. And then let's go for this. Let's go for this one here. And again, this is the business end that we'll be trying to slide in. And oh gosh, right, things are gonna get crowded here. I might just have to do some small tweaks just so that these don't all like bash into each other. Okay, I think that's going to go on. I think frogs, just, you know, get out of each other's way, please. Let's just move some of these ones around. Okay. Yes. Yes. And that is where we're at now. We're doing pretty good. We've only got one more of these to go, and that's going to be the tree finished. Let's just get a nice focus pull on that as it is. Just to get a real good close-up look at what we've put together so far. Oh yes. Ooh. There it is. Look at all those frogs. Sitting pretty. Very pleasing. Very, very satisfying, this. A little focus pull through it. Look at that. Real extreme close-up on the frogs there. And back. Ooh, that's lovely. Call me BBC. Love a focus pull. Beautiful. Okay, let's pop that down again. Now I've got my third one here already. Ready and waiting for its bows. Take a bow. But before we do that, all right, yeah, here's something cool. So, Gravity Rip, the tabletop RPG about anti-gravity racing, is getting really, really, really close to coming out. I'm really hoping that in the next few days, even, I'll be able to set and announce a release date and show you where it's going to be on sale. And a big part of getting closer to that happening is I received a proof of a print version of the manual, and I hold it here in my mortal hands. Here you go. It's so glossy and shiny. There you go. Look. It's for, wait. Oh, hang on. Where are you? Oh, there you go. It's full of illustrations and cool stuff, and I hope you like it. Yeah, there you go. Game's done. Thank goodness. Cool. And yeah, so yeah, soon you'll be able to get your paws on that. It's real, says Adam Mitalinsky. I know. I feel the same way. It was, yeah. Oh, it was nice. Thanks everyone in the chat with your supportive messages. Who did the art, says Isabel Nyan? Well, Colin Craker, who also an incredible artist who also did our look how good that looks. Who also did our Blades in the Dark characters. There you go. Give you some little. I desperately want to just like show it all off, but I probably should. But in any case, his lovely drawings can be found throughout, and they are just lovely. I had a really, really wonderful time working with him. Describing how I was imagining things should look, and he was like, "Oh, like this," and then he would show me something way cooler than what I'd imagined. So, yeah, there you go. Dave Walker says, "Now this is gravity rushing." 90s Pikachu says, "It's a tangible thing." Yes. I'm really excited and nervous and terrified because I think it is fun to play. I certainly have had fun playing it when I've played it with everyone I've played it with, but it's just absolutely terrifying, the idea of it just being out there and people GMing it. And anyway, so yeah, a release date for that will be coming soon, as in like the next few days. On social media I'll have a release date for that, and where you can buy the digital and print versions is the plan, and maybe even a few bits and bobs of merch. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff I need to chew through if I'm going to make that happen. So we'll see. Joe Spicy says, "Luke, thank you for the chill streams. It was my birthday last week. Deciding on Lego Boba Fett's helmet, the ISS, or the new 100 Acre Wood. Any thoughts?" Oh man, I would say the 100 Acre Wood. Do the 100 Acre. I haven't even seen that. I'm gonna look it up. Lego 100 Acre Wood. Oh, that's lush. I'd go for that one. Just because I apart from anything else, the song is so nice. Deep in the 100 Acre Wood. Yeah, that's rad. That's I mean, go with your heart, Joe Spicy. But that's where That's what I'm thinking. Right. Okay. Let's catch up with the chat. Ghost of Sabotage says, will you be doing more DMing outside of Blades in the Dark? Yes, you're not on the same level as Johnny, but you're getting there. Oh well, thank you, the Ghost of Sabotage. I hope to touch the hem of his cloak. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Blades in the Dark keeps me plenty busy. So, like, as long as we're doing that, probably no, I won't be doing any more DMing. Probably, you know, on Oxtra. Outside of that, because it is, you know, it is a commitment keeping that train rolling. But yeah, Zelda Boy 121 says, how many hours total did you work on it? On Gravity Rope, man, I don't even know. A very long time. It's been like the main thing I've been doing when I'm not working for about maybe like, I can't remember exactly how long, but it was somewhere between 8 and 10 months. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it being out the door, to be brutally honest, so that you know, people can play it. If they have fun, great. If they hate it, that's not great, but you know, and we can all just move on. Okay. Right. We've got this piece. Let's get back to it. There you go. Thomas Jackson says, does Maddie plan to add more to her Etsy shop? Oh, I'm sure she will. I popped a link in the chat earlier. There are a couple of new pieces, new prints that went up just as of today. I tell you what, I'll just put the link back in the chat. Why not? Here you go. Boop. There you go. Amazing. Ashar Otto says, what are you drinking today, Luke? Just beer in a fancy glass. Right, I've got to make my final frogs. We got to crack on a little bit here. Okay. Right. More frogs. I don't even need, you know what? I don't even need the book at this point. Said a man who was about to make terrible mistakes. Oh, so you don't think you need the book anymore, do you? You think you're too good for the book, do you now, Westaway? Well, I'd like to throw the book at you. Pop that there, pop that on there. Good. Tell you what, there haven't been a lot of clicky pieces in this one. Click and frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, blossoms. 4 blossoms per one. I like doing the blossoms, they kind of click in a bit more pleasingly. Well, there's one. Bam, absolutely stormed through that, didn't we? Just got to do that 2 more times, and then, oh my goodness, I mean, have a look in the, that's all we've got left in the receptacle, so exciting times. This is a really interesting Lego project, this, because I don't think I've ever built anything out of Lego that's given me this degree of freedom. And I know I'm basically still just doing like the same thing over and over, but normally Lego has to fit together so meticulously. Like, you would never dream of putting the book to one side, because, you know, it would normally be so important that all of these pieces were in exactly the right spot. But with this one, it is just a bit more chill, albeit repetitive. But I've got I'll tell you the vibe I've got from doing this is do you know, sometimes when you're playing a video game, I had this recently, been playing through Link to the Past on the Switch, on the Virtual Console, and I screwed up the saves, or the game screwed up the saves. I'm not here to throw blame around, Nintendo. But anyway, the save states got messed around. Or in fact, what happened was I tried to like save in the game, whereas actually basically with that Virtual Console stuff, you just have to use the save states, and it's just not, I just don't think it's a good idea to rely on the in-game saves. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I lost like a whole dungeon's progress and nearly gave up, came really close to giving up. But actually, I just remembered that generally, like when you, in video games, when you have to do something again, it never takes quite so long as you think it will. And actually, you know, 20 minutes later, I was back where I was. So that was good. I get that a lot with Dark Souls as well. Like, I'm like, oh, what? I've got to go like through here, or like, oh man, I died to the boss, and now I have to like run past all these, run through all these enemies again. But actually, then you do it, and you're like, oh, what was that? Like 40 seconds? It's not too bad when you think about it like that. Anyway, that's the vibe I'm getting from these frogs. When I realised how many I had to do, I was like, oh my god, a little outfaced by how repetitive it was. But here we are, and there's, oh my, I don't believe this. Lego has given me the exact number of frogs, no more, no less. These are the last two in the receptacle. That is it. So, no leeway on frogs. You better get the frogs right, Lego seems to be saying, and that is it. That is all three. So we can put them on the thing, put it all together. I missed this chat from Zanubiek. Says, hi Luke, wanted to let you know I've been greatly enjoying your music. Thank you. And have been theming my Battletech miniatures after flamingos. Rad. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, right. Oh my goodness, Luke, you madman, you forgot the blossoms. You forgot the blossoms on the last one. What did you do? Now, of all those frogs and all those blossoms, how many spares do you think Nintendo? How many spares do you think Lego provides you with? I'll show you. Here's the answer. 1 blossom. So, you know, don't screw it up. It's the moral of the story. Right. This is it, folks. We are about to finish the tree. Pretty big moment. Pretty momentous. What's happening now? Just move those down here. What am I doing? Okay. Right. Let's get the tree. Let's pop these bits on. So goes that way around. Snap. Little subtle snap we're getting from these ones. Here it is. Here it is again. Again, subtle. Subtle. Just pull these blossoms out, just spread them out a little. You can see you can kind of tilt them up and down as well. So you have like a lot of flexibility. But obviously the aesthetic I think that I'm striving for is that they all look, you know, kind of flat. because that it feels like that's the sort of bonsai look, doesn't it? You know. Okay, right. Let's do my favourite thing, which is to get the focus in. Do. Cool. And then let's put in the final branch. That's where it's going. Here is the grey bit. Okay, now this one's going to be a little easier because this one isn't sort of in, so isn't so much in. I can't really tilt it very much further up, but you can see it's not really directly clashing with any of the other branches, so this should not be too tricky. He says optimistically. I'll just twist this around a little like that. Here we go. Alright. Here we go. Hold tight, folks. And that is on. And there we have it. That looks bloody lovely. It's actually quite large. So let me switch to my big camera just so that you can get a good old look at it. Sort of in profile. That's where we're at with that. Pretty good. Pretty brilliant. The hang on, just wait for this. Let my webcam figure out what's going on there exposure wise. Come on, dial it down. Dial it down. There we go. Dumb webcam. Come on, pull yourself together. Right, that's it. I'm removing your auto exposure privileges. Revoked. There you go. There it is. Now we're not quite finished. We've got to build a little table for it to sit on, but can we agree that that looks frickin' lush? I think we can. Let's get them close on those frogs. There you go, there they all are. The frog cohort. Really happy with that. Really pleased with how that has come together. That is absolutely gorgeous and it makes me feel chill just looking at it. Ooh. Now look, come on. Is that really the exposure that you think we should be at? Pull yourself together. Okay, right. Enough telling my cameras off. That was really charming. And we are not quite done because we still have to put together the... Let's just move this off. Let's move this off to... Let's just hold it there for a second actually while I pick up the last bag, which is bag number 6. Let's get that shaky shake. Emily Clark says, where did you get this? I kind of want to try it myself now. I would say just Google for it and see where you can pick it up. I've had a lot of people telling me that this one has actually been weirdly hard to find. I got it from John Lewis online in the UK, but I don't know if it's still there. Frankly, like I say, it seems like it goes out of stock as soon as they can get more in. So, but you know, I'm sure you'll be able to get hold of it if you just keep a weather eye out. Okay. Let's take this away just for a moment. In fact, I wonder if I can just so that it's sort of still with us as we keep going. How about I just pop it down there, just so that you can just sort of wait. Hang on. No, I'm in the way of it now. Just so that you can just pop it over here, right at the end of the keyboard. Actually fits quite pleasingly on the piano. And whoever needs to go that far down the keyboard, there you go. So let's just keep it there, just so that you can just see that it's there. We'll bring it back in when we've finished the last bit. But Tom O'Hawk says, imagine if it just fell off the keyboard in the background. Oh my gosh, that shouldn't be so funny. Okay. Ghost Sabotage says, I've been told I'm weird with my love for amber ale. What do you think of amber ale? Actually, I'm not super keen. The only beer I like really is just kind of pretty straight down the line. Nice and weak. Not weak, percentage-wise, but, you know, just like light. Just like a light lager. That's all I want, ever. So, I mean, you know, amber ale is nice, but just anything that strays too far from... Anything that gets even a little bit more flavourful is not for me. Cool. Great stuff. Abadosian Chulak 2 says, thanks for the dinner inspiration, Luke. Your katsu talk got me in the mood for fried protein, so I went out and grabbed some fish and chips. Unfortunately, I only have chopsticks in my car. Oh no. You can do fish and chips with chopsticks, probably. Okay, here we go. Nora Blanche says, found it at John Lewis, sending a link now. Oh, that's good. Here we go. Let's get this nice close-up audio here. Cool. Now, this section of the build is going to be a little weird. Because all these pieces look so unbelievably similar. I think this might be one of those things that's actually quite straightforward, but ends up taking ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. So wish me luck. We'll see how we go. But here's what we're trying to do. Here's what we're putting together. It's basically a nice sort of bench for our bonsai tree to sit on. Cool. Fatima says, more hard cereal Foley. Yeah, that is what it sounds like. Here's your hard cereal. Yum yum. Okay. I want fish and chips now. Bloody love fish and chips. Okay. Right, so here's what we're doing first. We're building 2 of these horseshoe-shaped things. We start with... Gosh, how many pieces is that? That's 10 by 2. We just want 1 of them. Okay, there you go. 10 by 2. Easy. Did it. Then 3 of these sort of border edge pieces. There's 1. So that's the thing that I'm looking for. 2... And come on, give me a 3rd. Oh my gosh, all these pieces are so similar. Okay, right. And now these just go on quite straightforwardly on here. There you go. Easy. Do that, then get 2. Oh my gosh, how am I going to find them? Just these very basic studs. Now we want 2 of those. Got them. And they are just going to clip, looking at the instructions, they are just going to go underneath like this. Oh, there we go. This is more classic Legoing now. Which means nice snaps. I actually thought that snap was a little raw, a little untamed. Kellogg's choking hazards. That's what suggests as a name for these. Yeah, that's great. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take that, pop that just in the middle like that. Oh, that was a good snap. That was decisive. Now 2 of these. Let me show you this piece. This is unusual. That's what it wants. Look at that. All these 4 little thingies fused together. and one is going to go on here. And then the other, if I can find another one. There it is going to go just on the other side, symmetrically. Cool. Now 2 of these long, flat 10 by 2s. Just check they're the right size. Yes, they are. That is going to go... just on here. Okay. Feels a bit fragile, but I assume we'll be adding to that. Making it a bit more structurally sound. 2 of these, 2 of these. Cool, 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 cool. We're just adding to it at the moment. So that's 2 of... that's 1. Where's another? 2. Okay. And then these are slightly odd. And yet this is what it insists on having. I need another one of those. And there it is. Right, so we take that. Ah yes, here's the bit where we make it a bit more structurally sound. Oh yeah. It's all sticking together a bit more firmly now. I wonder why... I wonder what the thinking is behind these bits. These look like they're just going to be sort of hidden forever and never seen again. So I wonder exactly what they're doing there. Right, chunky piece, just going on the end here. Fatima says these pieces look straight up like chocolate. I know for a fact that I would hurt my little teeth on them as a kid, and you know what? Worth it. Hey, look, when you're a kid is the exact right time to try eating Lego, because you've got like a spare set of teeth. Now, if I was to like crank down on, chomp down on these, and I lost a tooth, that's it. That's game over. I don't have any backup teeth. Come on, where have I gone? What's going on with this exposure? Get it back. Pull yourself together. Right, that's it. That's it. I'm sorry. Auto exposure privileges have revoked. I'm sorry. I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it, but there. If you can't be trusted. Sorry. Sorry, I know I have to be harsh. Okay. Right, now the next instruction is just 2x. So I think I have to now go back and do that again and then attach them together. So let's row back. Cool. Let's put this one to one side just for a hot minute, and we're going to do that whole thing again. Cool. One of them. 3 of these L-shaped side pieces. Where are the others? If I'm going to look through this, let's at least get the sound. There you are. Oops. 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Got them slightly wrong. No worries, no drama. Come up easy enough. Lovely. And then 2 tiny 2x1s. Here is one. Here is 2. Come on, there we go. Put those on there. Ghost Sabotage, what is your go-to beer? Oh gosh. Camden Hells. Moretti. Drinking a Moretti now. Yeah, I'd say they're my two favourite beers. Cool. Right. One of these. We're just you've seen all this before. This is not news to you, viewer, is it? Because we're just going through the motions now, just to right now, and two more of those weird lumpen bits. Here's one. Let's call that Jerry, and let's call this one, when I find it, here we go. Let's call this one Squarey. Right, Squarey, you're on. Jerry, you're on. Right, and then take two of these. 1, 2, and call me in the morning. Oh dear. No, Squarey. You were too beautiful to live. Cool, don't worry. We are going to make it a bit more secure any moment. Once we get one of those, two of those, and then these pieces with all the holes in. 1, 2. All right. It's nice. This one's satisfying to do because that adding that piece makes it sort of more structurally solid, which is nice. Always nice. Good. One of those big chocolate dairy milk looking pieces. There they are. That's just going on the end here. And then I think now we link the two together, although how is this going to work exactly? Aha, check it out. Check it out. That's pretty pleasing. So we're just going to take these in at an angle and then pop that down on there and that down on there, and there, folks, we have, just press that down. Sorted. Dan says that moment when you think, oh, that's a bit flimsy Lego, and then the next step is, yeah, we know, reinforce it here, here, and here. Yeah, super satisfying. Ah, cool. Cool. Right. How are we doing? We're doing good. We made a rectangle. Next, take 4 of these. What are they? 1 by 5. Kind of long sort of stud pieces. 4 of them, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And where are they going then, eh? Eh, Lego? Where do you want them? It is very hard to tell where they want them from this from this drawing. Seriously, where on earth are they going? Oh, okay, that took me a minute. They are going on the in. Do you remember these holy bits? And I was like, what's the point of them? Are they not going to just end up on the inside of everything? Well, now they are being used to. Oh, these are going on with a nice snap, so we'll get a close up finally for that. Nice. So this is how. This is actually very clever. Oh, that one just went on softly. This is how we're going to build both upwards and inwards. That is ingenious. Well done, Lego. 4 of these flat pieces, and they're going to go over here, which means they must be hard to gauge the size, but I can measure them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. There's 1. 2, 3, 4. I always like it when you get these kind of smooth flat pieces because it normally means you are approaching the end of a sequence. Okay, and then on the this spins really pleasingly. This is like air hockeying right now on my table. That's so satisfying. Okay, let's get them on. Although if this is like the tree was very stable, I don't want to put the tree on this if it's going to be like skidding around. Fluzendieb says, somehow working short time means I got more money. Yay, bureaucracy. Says, little thank you for keeping me sane while the German government continuously mismanages anything to do with the global crisis. Oh, Fluzendieb. Sorry if I mispronounced that username. Thank you very much. That's kind. That sounds like it. That sounds like it worked out all right. What an odd situation, though. Okay, right now we're doing 28. Can you see that? 28 of these. Okay, and they are just going on at intervals all the way around. So let's just do it. Let's just crack on. Oh my gosh, there's so many of these. Right. 1. Count with me, folks. If you're at home, count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I hope everyone's enjoying watching a man slowly count up to 28. At increasingly slow speed. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28. Next page. We did it, folks. We made it. We made it together. Now, 12 of these. Okay. 12, is it? Well, by now we know exactly what we're doing counting-wise, don't we? We're so good at counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, no drama this time. 12. Beautiful. That's what we've got. It's still air hockeying. Next. Oh my god. 13 of these. 26 of these. Okay. The new beak says, so that custom wibbly squiggly piece is completely covered? Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. It's in there. There's 4 of them in there somewhere. Gosh. Okay, who's ready to count? This time we're counting 2. So how do these go? So we take one of these, like that. Oh, we're not going to have to count. Oh, maybe we are. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to make a bunch of these. So I'm just making a bunch of these, and then these are going to be these slats which are going to go across super satisfyingly. I'm just going to make, we don't have to count these because I'm just going to make a bunch of them, and then we'll... Well, what's 26 divided by 2? That should be easy maths. 13. Took me slightly too long, didn't it? So I've basically got to make 13 of these. So let's count. 3. Good snaps here. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Right, let's put these on. This is going to be pleasing, I think. So these are going to go. Ooh. On like this. Oh, lovely. And they're going on. Okay, at these intervals. Slats. Slats Entertainment. We're approaching the end game now, folks. Still air hockeying. Great, that's very pleasing. Oh, pulled up a slat there. You're welcome. Rebecca M says, Marie Hull had a brilliant suggestion I wanted to amplify. Putting the spare cherry blossom on the ground like it fell from the tree. Oh, that's good. Rebecca M, thank you for amplifying Marie Hull's excellent idea. We will certainly do that. What a lovely thought. Right, next, turn it upside down. Ah, this might be the point where things stop air hockeying. Here's what we're doing now. 4 of these and 2 of these. That's all right. We can do that. We can do that. Lego, whatever you want. Whatever you ask of us, Lego, we're here to provide. We're here to serve. Do whatever it is you need. Jolly good. And then 1, 2 of these pieces, and these are going on the connecting gap. I guess this is just another strengthening thing. Also, we'll just make some like little feet. Let me flip it over and put 4 of these things. Oh no, we don't flip it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess these are going to be little feet now, I suppose. One goes on there. One goes on there. He's just going right in the middle of these pads. One there, and one right there. Cool. All right. Oh gosh, we've only got a few steps left. Not much left in the. Not many pieces left. The end game approaches. Right, 2 of these rounded pieces, 2 flat ones, and I'll show you these ones. So that's 1, 2 of them. 2 of these flat pieces, that's them. And then these pieces are slightly interesting. You can see I'm sure we dealt with some of them last time. They kind of look like little gold bars almost. 2 of them. So this is going to make we're doing like a little mini assembly here. Based on this, we take this, the little gold bars go here, like that, then we do that twice, there and there, and then where do these go? These go, oh gosh, okay, these go on the feet here. How exactly do they fit on there? Just got to make sure I get my eye in correctly on this one. So it's like that, I think. Yeah, just like that. So you can see a little foot is exactly what we've made there, and then just one on the opposite corner, basically. There we go, and now I'm assuming we're going to do that again, but just reversed. And looking ahead, folks, that's it. This is the last step of this particular build. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and little gold bars. So take that, you go on there. Get some nice snaps in just before we finish. That one didn't really snap, but that's okay. That is allowed. And this one, try and get a last snap from this piece. Last one. Pretty good. And they are going just basically as you'd expect, just on the opposite sides from where we've been placing the feet so far. And that is very pleasing and very clever, because you see how they just slightly stick out, the feet. Well, there you go, there it is. Now I'm going to have to bring the camera up a little bit for the finishing celebratory placement. Where's best? If I tilt you round there like that. There we go. Here we go. Might just even move my mic a little, just to clear some space. Right. Last step is put it all together. It also wants me to like put together these green bits to just to like place around the bottom, but I'm not going to do that, because apart from anything, I much prefer the idea of just having a single blossom. Right, instructions can go on the floor. Here we go. And that, gosh, it's so big. And that, let's move the mic even further away just to give me a bit more room to show this off. That is that. Pretty stunning. Let's get it on the big camera. Got to lift it carefully, as you can see. But that is, oh God, Luke, be careful. Be so careful. That is just a delight. Beautiful. Very happy with that. And let's just get some close-ups of those frogs. There you go. Just like the closest focus we can get there. Right in on those little froggy faces. Look at that. We can get really close in. Look at that. And then we just look at all these happy frogs. Just having a lovely time. And there you have it. That is the Lego bonsai tree. Just turn the exposure down just so you can appreciate the sort of, there you go, the pink on the blooms there. There you go. So happy with that. That is getting pride of place on the shelf. Right, I think just before we sign off, there's one thing we have to do, and that is the spare blossom. Marie Hull, brilliant idea. So why don't we just pop this just subtly just there? Yes. Look at that. That just completes the picture beautifully, I think. Sets the whole thing off. Genius idea, that. Beautiful. What a great set. Really unconventional, really fun. Jeremy Rock, thanks very much for the super chat. I am going to have to find some shelf space for this bad boy. But for the time being, let's just slide it out the way, because just before I say goodbye, I do just want to next. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to go back to the starting screen there. I just want to show off the next thing that we're going to. The next thing in the queue. I don't know when we'll be building this exactly, but hopefully, you know, before too long. Whenever it is, this is the next thing in the queue. The Ghost Sabotage says, "What's the next Lego set?" Well, funny you should ask, because I'm excited for this one. Has been mentioned before. If anyone wants to place a guess, now is the time. It is. Here it is, shaking off screen. It is the Lego Ideas Ship in a Bottle. Look at the state of that. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. The Leviathan. Yes. Lots of excitement there for the ship in a bottle. Really excited for this one. Really cool idea. Really good looking kit. Again, let's just swing on up here. See if I can show it off a bit better than that. Again, I can only apologise that my cameras have taken so much there we go. Have required so much taming tonight. But there you have it. Check that out. So yeah, keep an eye on the socials, etc. for an update on when we're doing that. It's a big old set. I don't know how many parts it is, but this is going to be. I suspect it'll be a multi-part stream. This one. Cool. Well, folks. Jep the Troll Shaman says, "Oh my gosh, I just bought that today for my dad's birthday." Wow. Your dad's a lucky guy, because it's a cool old set. Okay. Well, that is basically going to do it for me, I think. Willpower2322 says, "Before you discard the instructions completely, have you appreciated the alternative trees in it?" Oh, yeah, I have. Here they are. They're a lovely green. Really lovely colour, but no, I'm keeping with the pink blossoms personally. Michaela Hawkins says, "Here is for a chill stream to listen to while grooming a 3-month-old Shipoo, which is a Shih Tzu Poodle mix." Oh, Michaela Hawkins, that's awesome. That's amazing. Fantastic. Cool. So yeah, making a Lego model ship. Very excited about that. Coming up next. Okay. That is probably going to do it from me. Thank you all, everyone, for watching along. Look after yourselves out there. Stay safe. Look after each other. Ye Oldie Crone puts it nicely, saying, "Love, support, and hugs to all." Pretty nice. T-Birch42 says, "Have a good rest, everyone. Looking forward to more Blades in the Dark, along with everything else." Yeah. Well, it won't be long. The Ghost of Sabotage says, "Do you know if there is an end Lego set?" An end Lego set. I wonder if you mean a Lego set that will be the last one. I don't know. No, I'm going to go indefinitely. As long as I can. All right. Take it easy, everyone. Happy Spice-iversary for those who've been tuning in for a whole year of these odd streams. I really appreciate you all being here, and take it easy, and I hope you have a great rest of your week and a good weekend. All right. So long, folks. Bye.